Hey beautiful people, today I have a review on the new Morphe brushes. If you guys have been with me since the beginning, you guys know I'm very particular when it comes to brushes, especially around my face and under eyes. I don't like when something feels prickly. I have very sensitive skin underneath here, and I am not going to use something on my eyes or anywhere if it does not feel good. Like, I want brushes to be nice and soft. As soon as something does not feel good against my skin, like, why am I going to be scratching at my skin when I don't need to? You know what I mean? And I got a lot of comments like that on my first Morphe brushes because I bought a whole bunch of Morphe sets, and I want to say I gifted them to somebody. I was gonna throw them out, but a lot of the brushes, when I would just do this, it just felt like I was just scratching my skin. That video is super old when Morphe first came out and there was this huge hype about Morphe. I also feel like they have changed as far as like ownership. So when these new brushes came, I'm like, do I try them and go for the hype or just skip out on them? But time and time again, I just kept seeing like so many amazing reviews that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy the ones that most call to me, that I don't have a lot of similar brushes in my collection. So that's how I ended up with these 5. I will have timestamps down below if you're looking for one specific one. So let's first get into this baby right here. And this is the 103. And something that I really like is the fact that each box tells you what, or even online, it tells you, like, for example, this is for creams and liquids, and the technique is sweeping, pressing, and rolling, and it tells you like the brush density. So it'll tell you like if it's more fluffy or dense, which is really nice. I feel like more companies should do that, because sometimes you're like, oh my god, that looks amazing, and then you think it's gonna be for one thing and then it's too fluffy or too dense for what you want it for. So I really appreciate the fact that they did that. And this one is called their Angled Cream and Liquid. You could actually use this also for blush or bronzer, but I have been using it for foundation, and these are vegan, and I have to say I am impressed with these. So far, so good. I really like it. The only thing is that I wear a lot of rings sometimes, and this like will make little like lines on here. They do rub off, which is nice, but there was one time that I was like, what the hell happened to my brush? And then I noticed it's the ring. It like creates a little gray line on here, and then I'm able to rub it off so it goes back to normal. But I just thought that was something, you know, you should know just in case. So it does have the name Morphe and then the actual number of the brush and what it's for. This one I absolutely love. I go ahead and just press in my foundation. I also do kind of like this sweeping motion around my face, but I mainly use this to really press in my foundation and also go down the neck. This blends absolutely beautiful. This is super soft and just really nice quality. I love the hair that they use for these. This one reminds me of the Rose and Ben one. I've been wanting that one, but that is pretty pricey, so I've been waiting to see if they do like a really good sale, and they haven't yet, so I haven't purchased. But this seems to be like a good, like, quote unquote dupe for it, just based on the shape. I feel like hers is a little bit more bigger, the Rose and Ben one, so I can't really fully say it's a dupe because I don't own hers. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, I think all of these are like less than 20 bucks each, so I feel like it was a good it was a good deal. Plus I had like a coupon and everything, so really good. Love this for foundation. Like I said, I could also see myself using it for blush or bronzer. Next we have this one, which was another shape that I don't have anything similar in my collection. This one right here is the M243 Cream and Liquid Contour. And this one, it has like a very like thin brush, and it like has a tilt to it, like a taper to the brush itself. So I really love this. The box says that it's fully dense, so like you can see that it doesn't have like any kind of fluffiness to it. It also is for cream and liquids, and then it says stamping and sweeping. I really like this for especially like contouring or even like for bronzing up the skin. It's very precise, and I really like the fact that it's precise because I have a very small face, and a lot of times a lot of these bronzer brushes that are made, like for example the Anissa one, look how big this is. Like look at the difference there. You can definitely see the difference. This, if I try to contour with this, like I have to be super careful because of that, because of how thick it is. With this one, I like the fact that it's super precise compared to a lot of bronzer brushes that are a lot bigger. And I feel like a lot of times those bronzer brushes are made because I feel like they just think like the bigger the better, but that's not necessarily true all the time. Sometimes it's really nice to have something that's very precise that you can get in there and like really concentrate it where you want it. So really love this one. Again, very nice and soft. Really like the bristles on here. Next we have this bad boy, which is like a multifunctional brush. They call this the 204 cream and liquid brush, but I feel like you could use this. I saw somebody on TikTok actually use this for foundation. They did like their whole face with this. I mean, concealer, foundation, blush, bronze. I think his name is Addy. And I was like, oh damn, but I mainly use it for blush. This is a rounded brush, and then this one is kind of like in the middle. It's not too fluffy, not too dense. Again, cream, liquids, and then it says sweeping, pressing, and buffing. I absolutely love this for blush, again, for the same reason. Look how tiny this baby is. Let me go ahead and show you guys, like even like this one right here, you can see like the difference in how big a lot of my blush brushes are, like freaking huge. So I love the fact that this one, look how tiny that head is, and I can get more precise onto my cheeks. Again, I have a smaller face, and sometimes I feel like some brushes can go over the top and like really cover way too much and kind of just really make you put like an excessive amount of product. So I really like this one that I can really like go in there and then really blend it out. Really love this one. Like I said, this is multifunctioning. I can even see somebody using this for highlighter. I feel like this one is a brush that you could probably buy and have a couple of them and use them for different things. But absolutely love this one. I will say, if you guys aren't seeing a theme, I really like these brushes. Next we have the M163 powder one. Again, another one that I don't have. A lot of my powder ones are so big, so fluffy. This one is completely fluffy. It's for powders, and it says sweeping and pressing. I mainly press with this. Especially nowadays, I don't want to use too much powder. I want to be very precise. So one of the things that I do is, for example, I grab my powder and then I just kind of press lightly in here. Sometimes I'll even like put the excess on my hand and then I go in and just kind of tap it where I need it. And that just comes with aging. I don't want to overly powder. I don't want my face to look too dry. So a lot of times I feel like these bigger brushes, and let me go ahead and show you guys all my powder brushes, okay? These are powder brushes from all kinds of brands. We have Rougher here. Look how huge that is. Anissa. This one I really like because it's a little bit tapered, but still it's huge. Like all of these are freaking huge. And then look at this one. It's so nice. It's flat. You can just really get in there and just press in the powder. Love this. Absolutely love it. Just can't say enough. They did just a phenomenal job when it comes to the shape of this. And again, highly recommend. Last one, I don't feel like this one was as necessary. I kind of regret this buy because I don't really use it as much, but this one is the 282 liquid highlighter, and I thought this would be really good for underneath the eyes, but it's not as fluffy as I want it to be for underneath the eyes. So it does do a really good job for liquid highlighter. It just blends really nicely. It's very small, so you can go in there. You could actually use this for your concealer as well if you wanted to, or for setting the under eye. It's just because I use such a light amount of powder nowadays, I really prefer something like the Sonia G, which is a little bit more fluffier, or even this really old one from BH Cosmetics. It's a lot more fluffier, and this one is way more dense, so it picks up a little bit too much powder for underneath the eyes. And this is for rounded cream liquid blush brush. This is kind of like in between being fluffy and dense, so that's why I get a little bit more fluffy. It wasn't until I got it that I realized that it wasn't going to work for what I wanted it to. But a really, really nice brush. This one wasn't necessary for my collection, but it is a really nice one if you're looking for a good highlighter or just a really small brush, depending on what you're going to use it for. But overall, I feel like this new collection from Morphe is chef's kiss. Super happy that whoever took ownership of this brand is rebranding it and doing just fantastic remarketing. I have to say, a lot of the products really call me in. They have new sorry, like trio blushes. They have all kinds of new cream products that are coming out, and I feel like they're doing a really, really good job with the brand. I hope this was helpful if you're looking into these brushes. I didn't buy the whole collection. I just bought things that really called out to me that I felt like I didn't have in my collection. But anyways, I feel like for like, if all 5 of these are good, then I feel like maybe the majority of them are going to be good. And another good thing is that they have them at Ulta, so you can actually like, you know, feel them in person and then purchase it there. So I have seen that in the display they have all of them available if you want to go check them out in person, which I probably should have, so that way I would have known that this one was a little too dense. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing. My socials down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.